You're listening
You're listening
to another episode
of the Fresh Takes
podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Fresh Takes podcast. I am your host, Tank, with my two lovely co-hosts, Tim and Pat. How y'all boys doing?
Oh, just fabulous.
Right.
I'm not used to this. I'm good. I'm good though. Couple days out from either heartbreak or celebration, and yeah.
We're gonna have the three chief.
No. Okay.
So here,
if they
I'm not
call
gonna
it
lie,
that,
like
I
I'm
will
honestly
admit.
torn. I'm honestly torn. Like, okay, do I really, as a Cowboys fan, do you really root for the Chiefs or Eagles, or do you root for a three-peat? But I can't stand the Chiefs. Like I really can't stand the Chiefs right now. They're about as almost as bad as the Patriots were back in the early 2000s when I couldn't stand them.
I can't stand Jalen Hurts, so I rather the Chiefs.
I like Saquon though. I like him.
Yeah, I like Saquon. I like AJ Brown, but I gotta go Chiefs. I like Kareem Hunt, and I feel like he deserved a ring to be when he was with the team, and then everything that happened. Uh, I'm not wearing
So
his
I'm
number, but it's his number now. I like Nick Bolton. I like McDuffie. McDuffie will be the first player ever in his first 3 years to win 3 Super Bowls.
Well,
so, I
would
mean
be.
I feel
Would
bad.
be.
That's what I said would be. I like DeAndre Hopkins. I want Hopkins to win one.
I feel bad for you, Pat. I really do. Because I mean, either you're seeing a three-peat or your team wins. And if it's a three-peat, it's happening on your team.
You don't have to feel bad for me though, because I mean it does suck if they would lose to them again. But in the past 7 years, 8 years, would have seen them in the Super Bowl 3 times, and even though they might only get one win out of all three, I can't be that upset.
It's a fun fact on my Facebook memories. It's a picture of me wearing my Michael Vick jersey because 8 years ago today was the Eagles and Patriots Super Bowl.
What a game!
Yeah,
What a
and I
game!
wore a Mike Vick jersey. I was supporting the Eagles.
Hey, I like Mike Vick.
I like Mike Vick. I thought he did great until, you know. All right, so this Thursday, which would be the day after you guys are watching this. Actually, is it Thursday or is it Saturday?
I was gonna say I thought it was Saturday.
It
Might be Thursday.
might be Saturday. But it's the award show. Everybody's favorite.
Not ours. Not ours.
Not ours.
Not ours yet.
The NFL honors. Let's actually see when the NFL honors is.
There's a drum roll.
February 6th, which
So
is
it's
Thursday. Yeah. At 9 p.m. on Fox.
Ooh, 9 p.m. Eastern
Apparently.
means I gotta stay up late to watch this game.
I will be at
For
work,
this
so I won't
award?
see it. But yeah,
Make sure you turn off your
have-
notifications, unlike you did with the Royal Rumble.
Look, I turned it off afterwards, so I didn't see the men's until at 1 in the morning when I went to go look at my emails, and it told me, get your new Royal Rumble Jey Uso t-shirt. I was like, oh, cool.
Thanks for spoiling it, email.
I didn't care if I spoiled who won. I didn't want to know who came out. Like,
Oh.
AJ Styles coming
Ah.
out was a complete shock to me, and I loved every second of it.
Yeah, I'm going to SmackDown on February 14th, and he was a SmackDown, and that's Titan's favorite wrestler. And now, as of last night, he got pushed to Monday Night Raw, and I'm like, no, like
Well, you might get Jordan Grace. Didn't she go to SmackDown?
I'm pretty sure. I'm honestly a huge fan of hers. I've been a fan with her.
Everybody went to Raw but her.
Did they have another draft?
No, right now it's called the transfer portal. So like they can start back and
It's
forth.
it's the NCAA.
Pretty
You
much.
don't like where you're at, you can transfer.
You know, as a casual quarterly wrestling fan, I'll say I'll tune in like 4 times a year for like a couple weeks at a time.
I tend to just watch the
This
pay-per-views.
this, this Raw SmackDown draft every year just getting annoying. Like, come on.
Yeah, because it's always the bigger people put on Raw.
Especially
Um,
now it's on Netflix. Like,
well, that's
yeah,
I was
Yeah.
telling Tank in our one group chat. Netflix like had a thing where these people had to be on Raw, and that was the only way they would sign them.
yeah.
But all right,
Why
back
are we
to the
talking about
NFL.
wrestling?
Say back to the NFL. So we are going to make our prediction of who we think is going to win all the awards this year. Well, not all the awards. We don't have like the Walter Payton Award, or I think there's like one or two others we don't have. But I mean, if I had a choice, I'm pretty sure how everything's going is going to go to Travis Kelce because Swift. But
Swifty.
we have the MVP, the Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year offense, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and the Comeback Player. I think this is the first year we've done the Comeback Player. I think the last 2 years we haven't had them in.
Oh,
But
I think we did the very first year. You and I just did it.
okay. Yeah, because I think we both said Saquon.
No, I said somebody who got shot. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
But
Ricky Pearson. Oh,
but yeah, so we're gonna give that, and then afterwards, stay tuned because we're gonna give our Super Bowl predictions, and we have a couple extra predictions for our picks this weekend, but we won't get into those. You'll have to see our Facebook to see those. But first up, boys, let's just do it. Comeback player.
I got Joe Burrow.
I got Sam Darnold.
That's not a bad pick either. Pat, what are you looking at?
I'm thinking deeply because I think did they change it where like they won't nominate someone that sucked last year? They'll just
They
do it with injuries or
they changed it that it couldn't be that they were really bad last year and then they did really good this year, or it had to be they came off the couch and played. They weren't doing
okay,
that
so like
because of the whole Joe
Darnold wasn't a
Flacco thing.
starter. Okay, okay. Oh boy. Um, I already forget about all last season though with Burrow being down there. I'm gonna say with the numbers he put up, I'll agree with Tank here. Yeah, Joe Burrow had an insane season, but I don't know if he's. I don't know. I'm not well informed on this category, to be
I'm
honest.
not gonna lie, I'm not too well informed either, but like from
I'm trying to
from
think
the
of other.
stat line that he had this year,
Yeah,
like was phenomenal. The numbers that he put up.
if his team was better, he'd be MVP. Definitely.
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Let me see something real quick. So the finalists are Damar Hamlin, Joe Burrow, Sam Darnold, Christian Gonzalez, and J.K. Dobbins.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow.
I thought maybe you might hit J.K. Dobbins.
Oh yeah. I mean, no.
I think if he didn't get hurt the last 4 weeks, Dobbins could have had a chance.
Yeah, he didn't have a
Yeah.
bad year, but
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it
all
wasn't
right.
it wasn't bad, it wasn't great.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, and I'm sure we all got the same person.
Number 5 of Washington, Jaden Daniels.
I thought you were saying comeback player John Cena.
yeah, I
I was gonna say, we're done the comeback. We're on to the rookie.
No,
yeah.
rookie, I got Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I got
I,
Jaden Daniels.
I don't see how it can be anyone else. Bo put up a entertaining fight towards the end, but
Yeah, he
no.
did.
If Bo would have done what he did in the second half with the first half, there's a chance that Bo could do it. There's
Yes.
also the chance of Brock Bowers because of doing what he did with the quarterbacks he had.
Yeah.
Because he
He
had
did have a
three
get
good
different
season.
quarterbacks, and I think he put up what?
No,
1,200, 1,300 yards?
I agree. I agree that he has it, but I just like I think we've talked about it where like the um more likely like an MVP is a QB, and then the um offensive player of the year is usually like a running back or something. You know what I mean? Another position. I feel that with even though Brock Bowers did what he did, I feel like the rookies are usually more looked at as a QB because they put up bigger numbers.
Who
Well,
was Laporta last year, or
no, last
I
year was
forget.
Stroud, but the year before that was Garrett Wilson. The year before that was Justin Jefferson. The year before that, I think, was Kyler Murray, and the year before that was Saquon.
All
So,
right, I'll just
say,
open my mouth, put my foot inside of it, pretty much.
saying it's a QB thing is it's not true.
I
All
kind of
right,
forgot.
worst take. There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right before our award show, and you're already dropping the worst take.
I'll steal that from you here in a minute. It's okay.
All
All
right,
right,
we're gonna jump onto the other side. Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Pat's probably gonna pick his Eagle.
Well, no doubt Mitchell had a great coverage year. I didn't deep dive into rookie stats to be honest, but I think I think it might be Jared Verse.
See, I put Jared Verse, but yeah, I'm not gonna take away from Quinyon Mitchell this year. He stepped up. What Bradbury got injured, so he kind of was thrown straight into it, and I think he was an unbelievable player this year.
He was like a top 10, top five corner, probably like statistically. I don't know, but
I'll
uh,
send you all. I'll send you all a picture of who I put down on my list. I legit put down two people. The first one being Jared Verse, and the second one being Kenyon Mitchell. I don't know who to pick out of those two. Like both of them, I feel like had standout defensive rookie years. So it's literally I picked both of them. It's
I
hard to
think
choose between them.
well with like one of the other categories coming up later. I think if you could include the first week or two of playoffs, Jared Verse would
Oh yeah,
absolutely win it. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Um, the thing that I look at it is the main reason I'm putting Jared Verse up there is because he kind of was thrown in like you need to step up for Aaron Donald, who is now gone. And I think, he did a perfect job stepping in there.
yeah.
So that's why I give him the edge. But I think that's gonna be one of those where it's like maybe 2, 3 votes that split the difference. Because I think they both just did unbelievable.
Oh,
So,
I
all
agree. That's
right.
why I picked both of them.
We'll jump into the coach of the year.
Go ahead, Tim. I want to hear yours first.
Mine first? Well, I don't think you're gonna like the answer, Tank. I'm going Dan Quinn, Mr. Commander, Mr. Former Cowboy DC.
and here's the here's the other category I was referencing where if you could include a week or two of playoffs, I think he would have won. I think since voting in it right at the end of the regular season, that I would give it to Kevin O'Connell this year.
Yeah. Well, what about? I mean, Dan Campbell took his team what 15-2, but I mean, Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings were expected to be god awful.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but I mean, the Commanders were also expected to be awful because of a rebuild. So,
yeah,
both of them back and forth. The only reason, I know you said, you don't count playoffs in the votings and all, but, the first time that the Commanders have won since what, 2004, 2005 it was?
yeah,
I
I
thought it
think
was seven.
the
2007,
05,
something like
06
that.
season or something.
But, to turn it around and go, what did they go? 11-6, 12-5?
12 and 5, I think.
Yeah. I say after being the second pick last year and then turning around and going 12-5 this year, I think Dan just slightly edges out.
Well, as a Cowboys fan, it hurts me to say this. I voted for Dan Quinn.
I straight thought that you were about to hit us with Nick Sirianni.
Oh no, no,
I thought you were
no.
going to say Mike McCarthy.
Oh yeah.
Blech.
Ryan Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No, I voted for Dan Quinn. I mean, like you said, he had the number 2 pick of this year, well, last year's draft, to go from there to go take a team who literally was on paper was to only win what 4 or 5 games, and then go to make it to the NFC Championship.
Do you
Personally,
think
Cowboys should have kept.
do you think for like executive or owner of the year, we could give it to Dan Snyder for selling?
Hey, I mean, if Snyder still was in charge, they probably would have been bad.
Oh God,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. Can we give
uh,
owner to John Mara 3 blimps going across the field telling them to sell the team? All
I'd
right, he
have a hard
stares up at
time sleeping.
stares up and doesn't say anything, and then yeah, the whole Hard Knocks. Man, if Saquon does good, I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping. Yeah, Super Bowl.
yeah.
I heard Mara hasn't slept since the playoffs.
Pretty much.
But all right, since you said him, Pat, we're gonna go ahead and just get it out there. Offensive Player of the Year, I have Saquon.
Saquon.
Yeah, a 2,000 yard rusher better get it unless there was like a 2,000 yard receiver. Like, yeah,
And I mean, what didn't he have 16 rushing touchdowns or something like that?
yeah.
I thought he had 15.
Maybe.
Probably could have had like at least 8 more if they
Oh
would even
yeah,
split half of the
Oh, I mean, shoot, he was
half
what
of
the
the
number 1
50s.
person to get tackled at the 1 yard line.
yeah, about.
So,
So, all right, other side, Defensive Player of the Year,
Pat, I want to hear yours first.
On mine.
because you
All
haven't
right, I'll
gone
go
first
first.
really. So you haven't really picked first in many of these.
Yeah, I haven't gone first, so I'll go first. I was just wondering why me. That's all. Um, see, the thing is, for my defensive player of the year, everybody sucked this year, except for one man that nobody knew about, Zach Bond.
Zach Bond was good. I wouldn't give him Defensive Player of the Year though.
I went Pat Surtain.
I think it's the exact same thing that you were saying about with Dan Quinn though, Pat. You know, you throw in the playoffs, then yeah, I'm giving it to Zach Bond. But just regular season, I don't.
Well, you this is from an Eagles fan who knows that our weakness over since 2000, well, since Jeremiah Trotter has been a linebacker. We have just not had any luck in consistent play out of a linebacker. Like
Well,
so,
I wouldn't go that far because Hassan Reddick was very good. You guys just kept getting rid of him.
listen, we don't call him a linebacker. He's a freaking. I hate that edge linebacker rush.
Yeah.
He's a defensive end, is what he is. He sucks at anything else except pass rush.
No,
But
honestly, I put Pat Surtain.
Pat Surtain would be good. I mean, he didn't really have like an explosive interception year, and you know that's what everybody looks for in a corner. That's why like Gilmore won it that year. He had like 11.
Yeah,
I went Trey Hendrickson. Led the league
that's
in
not a bad one,
sacks,
honestly.
led the
Exactly.
league in
Yeah.
tackles for losses. You
Yeah.
know, I think that he
It's like,
probably will get the edge.
yeah, because there wasn't a lot of wow stats
No.
defensively.
No,
It was like everyone in the same kind of grouping. Like,
I think the only wow factor was I think the top 6 people who led in sacks, 4 of them all came from an NFC North team. Because I think it was Hendrickson, then it
Danny
was Garrett,
Dinky.
then um it was Hendrickson, Garrett, Watt, and then I think at 6 was Van Noy. So like they were all AFC North. So uh, that's the only exciting like defense thing. I felt this year defense was kind of lackluster. I mean, how many games did we have where teams were putting up 40 plus? But All
Yeah.
right, last one, the MVP.
I'm going Josh Allen.
I am going Lamar.
And
He was my second choice.
I guess that makes me the tiebreaker. Do I go
You already
Josh
know
Allen
you're
or
hate
do I go Lamar?
you
Or do
hate
you
Josh Allen. That's
go
the thing.
Jalen
So
Hurts?
you yeah, he's going Jalen Hurts. That's the thing. He hates Jared Allen or Josh.
Jared
I mean
Allen's been
Josh.
retired for a
He
while.
loves
I meant
Jared.
Josh Allen. So he can't stand Josh Allen. So he's not gonna pick with me.
All right. So in one corner, I got Tank with Josh Allen, and in one corner, I got Pat with Lamar Jackson, and I have to be the ref to choose who I think's gonna win this one.
He's picking
He go
Saquon.
and you know who he
Do I
picks?
go Josh Allen?
No, you know
Do I
who he
go
picks, Pat?
Lamar?
He goes
Or
Patrick
Saquon.
Mahomes.
Do I go Josh Allen? Do I go Lamar? Secret cash in. I'm going Saquon Barkley.
I knew it. I knew it.
You think he's gonna pull off two?
I think so. The last time it happened was what, 2012 with AP.
Yeah.
I think that Saquon has the chance. I know that Fox does like their people, like they give out their awards, and they do it like the week before. And Fox gave the MVP to Saquon. I think Saquon deserves it. Coming off of a terrible team with the Giants, and his first year, he was over 2,000 yards. He could have broke the record, but they sat him. And then, there was all the touchdowns he had, receiving yards that he had, receiving touchdowns. He was second in fantasy points in running back. I think Saquon deserves it.
Makes sense. I mean, I'm not knocking you. I was just
Uh, yeah, I mean, my thing is, I know they don't like compare year to years, but like
Yeah.
if Lamar won it last year, his stats are so much better this year. Like, I'm
But
not
see,
the
and
Josh,
that
but like,
the other thing is, you got Joe Burrow, who literally has more stats and better stats than both Allen and Lamar. But I feel like Joe's going to get overlooked. The name
100%
the name of
overlooked.
Saquon's gonna get thrown out there, and they're gonna be like, "Look, we don't really go for running backs and receivers and stuff like that." And
well, and the point system they use, like you get points for first, second, third place voting. Like Saquon might steal some points from both of them, making it a closer race. Like if
yeah,
someone does, yeah, like
yeah, that's what I think. I think that it'll be like Allen had a good lead, but Saquon is taking away votes from Allen to make it that there's the possibility Lamar could then take over.
yeah.
I think the last couple of years it's kind of been like a unanimous vote. I think this year it's going to be like neck and neck for those three.
100% agreed.
So, all right, down to the big reveal, the big question, the biggest answer we need this week. Pat, what's your favorite color?
Mine's the sun.
Anybody be seeing those Jameis Winston TikToks?
I've not seen much Jameis lately.
Oh, they did the whole Super Bowl press or whatever it is, and Jameis Winston was going around for Fox asking questions, and he's like, Chris Jones, you do such a great job. You know how to get in the backfield, and you know how to tackle and break through every line. So everybody wants to know, what's your favorite color?
God, he's a perfect person.
Yeah,
And
he
then
is.
he had cookies that were literally shaped as W's, and he was throwing it to them, and you're like, go eat a W.
I love him. He better never retire.
All right, Super Bowl prediction.
Are we giving a score or just winner?
No, we can do score. See, and when it comes to score,
Tough.
I'm going 33-27 Chiefs.
35 No, 32. No, 34.
Remember
30,
last time it was 35-38.
34, 31. Chiefs.
I feel like the 3 chief is inevitable.
I am going with the
Dallas.
score of the two birthday boys, 33-26 Eagles.
That'd be cool if they ended it like that. But yeah, okay. So then basically, Pat, you're just ripping off me and taking 1 point off.
No. I'm making specific. Well, I guess 8 points would work still, but I need the Chiefs to lose a freaking one possession game. I
Yeah.
need that streak to end as well as a Super Bowl streak. Every
Yeah,
streak end.
they're what, 22-0 in that?
Yeah,
Something like that.
they're insane. But yeah, I need them to lose a one score game. I would love an Eagles blowout. That's not realistic though. I don't think the Chiefs will get blown out
No.
ever.
No.
But yeah, at least beat them by one score. There we go.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going Chiefs, Tank's going Chiefs, and Pat is going for his Eagles.
Sorry, Pat. I still love you.
I just think the 3 Chiefs is inevitable.
You know,
It's
they thought
scripted.
that, but they haven't seen a defense full of exciting whites.
Coming to your local podcast.
Ugh.
But all right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed. Comment down below your predictions. Give us all of your NFL honor nominees and who you think's going to win. Give us your Super Bowl prediction. Hey, if you get the correct score in the comments, maybe we'll give you something. Maybe a high five, maybe a sticker. But yeah, other than that, that's really all I got. We'll be back next week, and then remember after that we got a 2-week hiatus. But on to you, Pat.
I guess this thing stuck with me. Okay, there it goes. Yeah. Oh boy, I'll be real nervous on Sunday. I just don't want to lose to the Chiefs again.
You gonna
I
turn your
just
phone
don't.
off?
I don't know yet.
I don't have his number, so Pat, you don't have to worry about me.
Yeah,
There's the
maybe I'll
group chat.
mute it. But just fly Eagles fly, please. What do you think?
I was actually this whole weekend. I was like, man, I'm gonna go in this podcast and I'm gonna say "Fly Eagles Fly," EAGLES, but I couldn't do it. I don't know why. I really think that three-peat, man. Like I said, I do apologize,
Well,
and I still love you.
okay, if you're not gonna do the EAGL, how about you do the mayor EGLGSE?
ELGSCS.
So, but yeah, I do apologize, Pat. So other than that, you can follow us on the good old X, aka FKAARTA Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and what was the date, Tim? March 4th, I think it was.
Yeah, March 4th.
So make sure you get those likes and subscribes out there so you can win a Kyler Murray Funko Pop. Other than that, I'll see you all next week on another episode of the FreshTakes podcast. Peace, y'all.
Before we go, since you said you couldn't do it in this episode, Eagles won the Super Bowl. You open next week's episode with a Fly Eagles Fly.
Deal.
Goodbye, everybody.